This is an emergency video. NutterButter is a snack brand that you would expect to see in a lot of American school lunches.
Here's the NutterButter peanut butter sandwich cookie riddle. What has creamy peanut butter filling up its middle? And is peanut shaped and crunchy too?
But we're not here to talk about their amazing snack brand. Amazing if they choose to work with me. But rather, we're here to talk about what they've been posting on social media. Because recently, they have been posting a lot of analog horror type videos. And a lot of these videos actually remind me of things that you would see inside of an alternate reality game, an ARG. On top of that, there have been multiple Redditors looking into the possible lore behind this account, and one thing to note for what they've theorized is that the frequent peanut butter imagery in these videos actually is supposed to refer to blood. But apart from blood and peanut butter, that's a gross combo, diving into the NutterButter's TikTok page, you'll notice them frequently bringing up a name. Aiden. My name's Aiden, so you could probably figure out why I'm so compelled to cover this ARG. Now, the first thing I want to start off with is the origin of this account. Recently, brand accounts have been getting pretty good at advertising on social media. For example, Duolingo posting this video right here of their bird getting oiled up like P. Diddy. We also have HBO uploading brain rot to promote the Penguin show. Wild. And by the looks of the views on these posts, it seems like this form of advertising really works well, which is insane to think about. Now, as for NutterButter, they started their TikTok advertising campaign more so doing brand safe content. Videos you would expect a lot of big name brands to be posting.
Nothing like a pack of NutterButters. Nothing like it.
But these videos didn't really pop off. Don't get me wrong, 10,000 views is pretty good, but for a brand like NutterButter, you should kind of expect a few more views, maybe like 50 to 100,000 views, maybe even in the millions. That's kind of where they should be aiming. So views were low to say the least. And don't get me wrong, NutterButter isn't like a huge, ginormous brand like Pepsi or McDonald's. So they aren't big. I would probably categorize them in kind of a low tier, like they're kind of past their prime. I don't think they're gonna want to work with me after saying that, but I would kind of consider they're past their prime at least. But a lot of other brands on TikTok started posting more brain rot-esque videos.
Hey chat, thanks for agreeing to go on a date with me. What's that smell? You smell like skibbity toilet!
Not spot on brain rot, but they were kind of like leaning into the Gen Z humor for their content, which earned them a lot of views, some getting tens of millions of views, which is a lot of people. That's a lot of views. And I'm assuming somebody at NutterButter saw these like brain rot posts and decided to run with it in their advertising campaign. And oh boy, they ran with it. NutterButter began posting just full-on brain rot videos, completely leaning into the meme, I guess. And this really worked out for them because they went from averaging like 10,000 views a video to now averaging roughly around 100,000 views per video, which is a 10x jump. Good for them. And just for a little bit of evidence for this campaign actually working for them, this is the Google Trends chart for the past 5 years of NutterButter. They were pretty much just dead in the water beforehand, and this TikTok campaign really brought them back to life. They also worked with this TikToker here named Brian Jordan Alvarez, in which Brian reads a conversation that he had with the NutterButter account.
This is the official NutterButter TikTok account. They messaged me. Hello, King, do you peanut butter? And I didn't respond. Ghosted, I fear. I go, haha, do I peanut butter? Yes, I do. You want cookie? I guess so. I said, okay, give address for mail.
revealing some items that they sent him. And I will say, I'm not totally sure if those messages are real, but you know what? I'm assuming NutterButter fully committed to the bit, so they're probably real messages. Now, the Butter account, I'm just gonna call them the Butter account. The Butter account stitched Brian's video and just abruptly flashed the name Brian.
Hello, King. Do you peanut butter?
Written out in peanut butter. That is revolting. One post in particular that the NutterButter account made that really contributes to the lore that they're building is this one right here that reads, "You exist at the same time as Nutty Nutter." And then it says, "You exist at the same time as Aiden." And then it continues on saying like Nadia, the NutterButter Man, and also Mr. 1021. That's really interesting. And in the last photo, it says, "You exist at the same time as Plow." Well, at least it's nice to know that we are in the same timeline as the NutterButter ARG. That's kind of cool. This post seems to be listing off a bunch of the characters that we are going to be seeing in this ARG, which, trust me, I say this every time, but it gets deep. Now, this Aiden character is featured in many NutterButter videos. And a lot of the imagery that we see of Aiden is in this kind of holy type pose. So just judging off the fact that Aiden seems to be playing this holy role, that probably means that Aiden is a good character in the lore. Aiden's probably not an enemy. I would not be an enemy to anyone. I'm a good person. And it's good that Aiden's a good person in the lore, because Aiden's a real person. I'm not talking about me. This is Aiden right here. Aiden Maloney.
I'm back, and today's a glorious day. After 116 days and the 33 comments on 33 posts of just my own name, NutterButter responded to me on Instagram.
This all started with Aiden posting his name on every single one of NutterButter's TikTok posts. And Aiden did this for over a year. But eventually though, some person in the NutterButter advertising agency, I guess they noticed Aiden commenting his name, and they decided to implement him in the lore. They slowly started sprinkling Aiden's name in some of the videos they would make. For example, this one right here. And eventually they just full on created this entire persona for Aiden. We even have this video right here of Aiden walking into a peanut shell.
Here's the NutterButter peanut butter sandwich cookie riddle.
And I don't even know what happens to him. He just walks into a peanut shell. But that's Aiden, and that was posted onto the official NutterButter account. But there's one thing that I need to add. It's not canon to lore, I think, but Aiden actually works for the advertising agency that NutterButter is working with, which means that the holy imagery of Aiden in these videos, that might just mean that Aiden is the creator of this ARG. I'm not saying he is the creator, but that could be the case. Now, I will mention that what I'm covering right here isn't the full entire image of the NutterButter ARG. I'm just covering a little fraction here to just, you know, dip your toes in the water a little bit. But I'm throwing this video out there, one, so I'm not gone for so long as I work on the Today's Mission ARG video, but two, I'm making this video here because I'm, you know, testing the waters if you guys actually want to see this ARG be covered by me. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are planning on covering this ARG, but I'm wondering if you guys want to see a more documentary styled video by me. I also made this video just to keep my members happy because I feel like they're gonna lose their mind if I don't post like this month. So yeah, thank you so much to Trixmate, Autumn, Ral, the Crabman, Smiley Toad, Food History, Turtle, and Lenoti, I think that's how I say your name, for becoming channel members. Apart from the nuts lore that we just looked into, did you know that there is another ARG that has a lot of nuts lore too? That sounds like I'm making a nut joke. I'm not. Did you know that MatPat actually made an ARG? mind-blowing, I know. He's actually currently running this ARG called Lorify. It's very interesting. It has like a music theme to it. You can go ahead and watch it right here. I covered a big lengthy portion of it. I'm planning on covering it again. The video did so well, man. It juiced.